Hello, my crafty friends. This is Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today we're going to put this stencil on a t-shirt. And I have two sisters, so I'm going to be doing shirts for them also. So I have this board here that I've had for a long time ago, back when I was doing other crafts. So it's for t-shirts, and I'm just going to put my t-shirt over top of the board. You want to do that because you don't want the ink to get on the back side of your shirt. So you don't want that to happen. So you do need to place something between the inside of your shirt when you're doing your stenciling. So this stencil and the products we're using today are from Magnolia Design. And if you would like to look at all the products there, you can go to Liz Yonke, and that's YONKEY, magnoliadesignco.com. And I will put that in the description. I will also put a link to this stencil and a link to this white ink in the description also. So the first thing you want to do is after you put the board in between the inside of your shirt, you want to take your stencil and you want to place it on your shirt. So the best place to put it is about a hand width below I'm using a V-neck here. So any neckline, you do about a hand width from it. And then what I do is I measure on either side. So this is about 4.5 inches, and this is a little less than 4.5, so I want to move my stencil over to the left a little bit. Okay. So here I have about right at 4.5. That's not quite 4.5. I think I want to take it to the right just a little. I mean, I want to get this pretty close to where it needs to be, because I don't want to have a funky looking shirt. So it's not quite 4.5. And that is about 4.25, so just not getting this right. So I still need to go to the right just a tad. Let's see. That's still good. That's right at 4. That's not, yeah. Well, maybe I need to stand up. Because like I said, I do want to get this right. I want to do a little bit more than just eyeball it. Just can't seem to get it there. Come on, Liz. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, well that looks pretty good. That's where we're going to go with it. So that is it. And I have a wrinkle in my cardboard here, and I don't want to get it in my stencil because it will show through. So I'm pulling my board down just a little. Okay, so that's where I want it. I have my squeegee. Got my ink right here, and this is the Brilliant White ink, and I'm just putting it on my squeegee and then putting it on my stencil. Now when you get to these big letters, you don't need to put your ink all over the stencil. You would just be wasting your ink. So just put it on the letters itself, just like that. I have a little bit of chunks in there, so I wanted to get that out. So again, I'm just putting it on the letter itself and not the whole stencil. That way it keeps you from wasting all your ink, because you only need it on the screen portion of your stencil where your design is. You don't need it on the green portion of your stencil. Okay. I don't want to go over it too many times, but I'm just going to get the excess off, and let's see what we have. Ooh, it's looking good. Now, when you're done stenciling, you really need to clean your stencil right away. If you are not near a sink to be able to do that, have yourself a tub of water. Put your stencil face down in the water and press it down so that the water is getting in the screen portion and getting that ink out of there. The ink is a little bit more difficult to get off of your stencil, and as long as it's off your screen portion, then you're okay. You do not have to, if it stains the green, that's fine. Okay, now normally you would just wait a few hours for your ink to dry, but since I'm taping this and showing you guys what to do, I'm just going to take my my heat gun and I'm going to dry it with that, because it will be wet to the touch if I were to touch it right now. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and dry it with my heat gun. So this stencil just says sisters make the best friends. And I have two sisters, and I wanted to make shirts for all of us so that we could wear them. Now, you especially if you're drying it with a heat gun, you want to get it where those big letters are, because you have more ink there, and it's going to take longer to dry. Okay, so it's dry to the touch. So now what you want to do is you want to iron it. So you want to take your cardboard out. Try not to let the shirt touch itself where the stenciling is. So I'm just going to put this on my ironing board. And I'm going to bring this closer so you all can see. Okay, so I just have this on my ironing board. I have this shirt opened up, and the board is inside of my shirt. Now I just have this cotton napkin. I got it from Tuesday Morning. So I'm just going to put that over top of my ink, and then I'm going to take my iron, which is on linen, the highest setting, and it is off steam, so no steam. And then I'm just going to lay it on top of my ink, stenciled ink. Now I'm not going to do this the whole time, but I want to do it to start out with because I don't want to, if it's still a little wet, I don't want it to smear. So now I'm just going to lift up and then touch it. Okay. And now I'm going to go over it with the iron. And you want to do this until it's not sticky anymore, because it could be a little sticky. I would say no more, you wouldn't need any more than 3 or 4 minutes of doing this. I don't turn mine inside out and do it on the other side. I just do the top side with the cotton over top of it. And once you do this for several minutes, then it's good to go. You can wash it, you can dry it, and it doesn't matter, because I've made shirts for myself. I've done a shirt for my husband, a shirt for my granddaughter, and they've all been fine. And I do them all this way. And they've all been washed and dried and worn, and washed and dried and worn. So it's not hard. And this is just a $5 shirt from Walmart. But I thought my sisters would like it because it says sisters make the best friends. And I'm the oldest sister. So I thought, you know, it'd be a nice gesture for me to make for my other 2 sisters. So one lives in South Dakota and one lives in Georgia. So I'll be sending them their shirts. Okay, now I'm just going to touch this. I just want to see if it is sticky. And it might be just a little bit, so I'm going to continue to iron it. And then as soon as I get it ironed, I'll show you the shirt, and then I'll show you the ones I made for my sisters. This is just a real simple something you can do, and a nice gift for someone. You can do it with any of the stencils at Magnolia. I just like this one because it said sisters, and I have 2 sisters. So and ironing it just sets the ink. It sets it so that then it's not going to come off your shirt. I think it's still just a little sticky, so I'm going to go ahead and iron it a little bit more. And like I said, this is the Brilliant White ink. And I'll put the link for the ink and the sister stencil and my shop in the description of the video. And all my craft videos are at Liz's Crafts on Facebook. And then I also have a group called Liz's Craft Friends. And in that group, it is closed. You do need to get permission to join. There's 2 questions you have to answer. Once you answer the questions, then I will grant you permission to be in the group. And then if you do crafts, then you can post pictures of your crafts on there, and we can just encourage each other. So this is my shirt right here. And these are the ones I made for my sisters. So this is for my sister in Georgia. And this is for my sister in South Dakota. So let me move my ironing board. Get back over here. And then I'll just show you up close. So here's one of the shirts that I did earlier. Isn't that nice? And it's just a V-neck cotton shirt from Walmart. Cost $5. And this, like I said, this would make a nice gift if you have sisters and you have this stencil, or you want this stencil. And if you do order, please use my links, as I do get a little percentage for that. So this is the other one I did for my other sister. And then this one is for me. So we have sister shirts. And I'm the oldest sister, so, you know, I need to, you know, put it out there, support my younger sisters. Send them something every now and then. So if you like this video, please feel free to put it on your Facebook page, or send it as a YouTube video. YouTube, my channel is Liz Yonkey, and that's Lizyonkey. I only have about 14 to 16 subscribers, so if you would like to subscribe to that, I would appreciate it. And if you like what you see here, please like and follow Liz's Crafts and set your notifications so that you get notified when I put new videos out there. I'm not able to go live due to my internet issues. So that's all we have today is our sister t-shirts, and I'll be back and see you in the next video. And until then, keep crafting, my friends. Bye.